Inside a critical facility, the most dangerous thermal events start small. Long before visible flames appear, cable insulation failure or power connection hotspots produce low-density, incipient smoke that is almost invisible to the naked eye. In a standard office environment, detecting this is straightforward. The ambient air is relatively still, allowing the undisturbed thermal plume to rise predictably to a ceiling-mounted point detector. Data halls operate under different physics. High-velocity cooling air, specifically cold aisle supply and hot aisle return, creates high airflow shear and dilution. This disperses the incipient smoke so effectively that it bypasses traditional ceiling detectors entirely. This detection failure leads to unmanaged fire growth, resulting in facility downtime, uncontrolled suppression discharge, or wide-area smoke contamination. Passive point detection breaks a facility's business continuity and life safety strategy in high airflow environments. These rooms require an active engineering solution. Aspirating smoke detection, or ASD, serves as the active countermeasure. It uses an engineered pipe network to physically pull air samples from specific pathways into a high-sensitivity sensing chamber. ASD represents a hybrid engineering discipline, integrating HVAC airflow, hydraulic pipe modeling, and digital logic. This network is governed by a strict regulatory stack. Design validity requires alignment with legal standards, NFPA guidelines, and insurer policies. This stack dictates the conversion of theoretical design into field acceptance scripts. Achieving legal acceptance requires the synthesis of adopted code, validated fluid dynamics, and documented physical performance in the field. Physical sampling locations must map directly to the facility's active airflow paths. This ensures the pipes catch smoke where the room's aerodynamics actually carry it. Sampling the return air pathways allows the system to capture smoke immediately after it follows the hot air extraction route. Other zones present specific challenges. Underfloor plenums require careful pipe placement to avoid cable congestion, while capillary tubes must remain within strict length limits to prevent excessive sample dilution. Any subsequent change in CRAT airflow, aisle containment, or rack density will alter smoke movement, which can invalidate the existing sampling architecture. The physical placement of sampling points must match the room's aerodynamics, or the system will continue to detect clean air while a fire burns nearby. Inside the detector cabinet, the captured air is processed to detect microscopic particles long before they become visible to the human eye. The internal stacking includes a particulate filter for reading stability, an aspirator fan to drive the negative pressure, and a laser chamber for sensing. Every internal fault from these components must be mapped to the life safety canal with a defined event class and reset authority. This sensing must overcome the reality of single-hole dilution. Smoke entering one remote hole is heavily diluted by clean air entering all other holes on the pipe network before it reaches the sensor. A detector's high sensitivity rating provides no protection unless the hydraulic math proves that smoke from the furthest hole reaches the chamber, despite this dilution. Hypersensitive detection requires structural restraint to ensure that a localized smoldering wire does not trigger an immediate, unverified discharge of suppression agents. The response follows a staged workflow. The alert stage requires local investigation, while the action stage demands that operators confirm the physical anomaly. The escalation stages, Fire 1 and Fire 2, shift control to automated life safety commands, initiating evacuation messages and suppression permissives. For clean agent suppression, ASD serves as an early warning or first input. It is rarely the sole release criterion. For double interlock pre-action systems, while ASD provides the electronic signal, low air pressure in the sprinkler pipe remains the mandatory independent mechanical interlock. Highly sensitive early warning is only a protective asset if it is governed by disciplined, staged logic that prevents unnecessary suppression release. Proving the system requires a 5-step commissioning sequence that moves from theoretical OEM pipe models to full integrated system proof. The central performance proof is the hot wire burn test. This must be conducted under normal data center cooling airflow. Smoke pens and sprays are not permitted. Engineers use 2 mandatory challenge points. The remote underfloor point tests horizontal transport through the supply plenum, while the above-floor perforated tile tests vertical entrainment through the rack aisles. System acceptance depends on the exact transport time measured from the introduction of smoke to the recorded alarm stage on the fire panel. Without passing a physical hot wire test under actual thermal and airflow loads, the theoretical hydraulic design remains unproven. Physical installation defects invalidate the transport calculations used to certify the system. Common errors include unmodeled pipe branches or sampling holes facing the wrong direction. Additionally, pipes can be crushed by overlapping cable trays or develop low points that collect airflow blocking condensate. In ICT rooms, the test must prove the system accurately distinguishes between investigation and evacuation. In battery rooms, ASD cannot replace chemistry-specific detection. Here, testing proves the panel alarm path without triggering an unsafe emergency power-off sequence. Successful implementation requires navigating physical constructability issues and environmental constraints unique to each room's specific electrical risk. Maintaining an ASD system requires a comprehensive inspection, testing, and maintenance program that evaluates the entire sampling network, not just the particulate filter. This holistic maintenance workflow includes verifying pipe integrity, simulating flow faults, and conducting routine transport time tests from the farthest sampling hole. Operators must treat ASD as a lining network. Any facility modification that changes the room's airflow velocity or containment requires an immediate reevaluation of the sampling pipe model. Early smoke detection delivers true business continuity only when its physical pipeline matches the room's aerodynamics, its hydraulic math is proven in the field, and its logic matrix enforces a disciplined operator response.